Examination 8. This section of the examination tests your understanding of spoken English. The listening section has 3 parts. There are 50 questions. Mark all your answers on the separate answer sheet. Do not make any stray marks on the answer sheet. If you change your mind about an answer, erase your first answer completely. Listening test, part 1. In this part, you will hear short conversations. From the 3 answer choices given, choose the answer which means about the same thing as what you hear, or what is true based upon what you hear. For example, listen to the conversation.
Have you tried the new coffee shop on the corner?
Not yet, but I've heard it's nice. Let's check it out.
The correct answer is B. For problems 1 through 17, mark your answer on the separate answer sheet. No problems can be repeated. Please listen carefully. Do you have any questions? Number 1.
So, you haven't gotten a raise for how many years now?
4, and the chances are slim this year, too.
Oh, have you looked for something else?
Number 2.
Do you want to come skiing with us this weekend?
I'd love to, but I have a midterm on Monday.
Oh, I see. I don't envy you at all.
Number 3.
Did you like the movie last night?
The special effects were good, but other than that, it wasn't anything extraordinary.
Oh, good thing you told me. I was planning on going on Saturday.
Number 4.
Did you read the memo about a meeting at 5 on Friday?
Yeah, and I wish I hadn't. Friday at 5? What were they thinking?
I know what you mean. As if we don't do enough during the week.
Number 5.
Hi, Mary. Did you send the minutes of the meeting to Sarah in New York?
No, I've been too busy. I have a deadline tomorrow, but I got the secretary to do it for me.
Okay, as long as they were sent out.
Number 6.
I went to the ticket office and I left my bag on that bench for 2 minutes, and now it's gone.
You should have kept an eye on it.
I did. I only turned away for a moment to pay for my ticket.
Number 7.
The show is sold out. We'd better look for something else.
This is the best show of the year, and it's the last week it's running.
Well, I guess we could come back just before the performance and see if there's any returns.
Number 8.
Do you know where I can rent a car for a couple of days in New York?
I'd try the airport, but I'd never drive if I had the choice.
I guess I could use taxis. Taxi drivers will know the best routes anyway.
Number 9.
Did you see the phone message I left on your desk?
No, I always check my email for messages. Has Mr. Carter's secretary called?
Yes, the meeting is set for tomorrow at 2. I'll put it on your schedule and email it to you.
Number 10.
Is it true that John gave notice?
He signed up with another company. He'll be marketing manager, which he should have been here.
I wish he'd talked to us.
Number 11.
I keep calling the theatre to get tickets for Saturday, and I get a busy line.
I always do it online myself. It's faster and there's no service charge.
I try not to use my credit card online when I can.
Number 12.
Oh, I'm almost empty on gas. I've got to refill the tank.
Well, there's a gas station across the street. You can make a U-turn at the traffic light.
There should be a gas station on this road soon, but I'd sooner be safe than sorry.
Number 13.
My car wouldn't start this morning. The battery was dead again.
Did you have to call the road service again? Maybe you should get a new one.
But I did 3 weeks ago. This one's brand new. I'm going to have to look into this.
Number 14.
Do you know what Jason's home phone number is? He wasn't in the office on Friday, and I need to talk to him about the presentation on Monday.
I only have his cell phone number, but it's off on the weekends. Why don't you look him up in the phone book?
I've checked it already, but it seems his phone number is unlisted.
Number 15.
The airline sent my bag to New York, and they say it'll be here tonight.
That's annoying, but at least it's been located. Did they give you a voucher for expenses?
Yeah, but instead of going to my hotel room, I'll have to stick around the airport mall, jet lag and all.
Number 16.
I'd like to return this dress, but I've lost the sales slip.
We can't give you a refund without a sales slip, but we can issue you a credit.
That's fine. I want to buy some other things anyway.
Number 17.
The advertising department has been working non-stop for 7 weeks now.
I know. Their workload has increased tremendously. We should hire someone to help them out.
They work closely as a team. I think they'd rather see an increase in their salary than a new person in the department.
End of Part 1. Part 2. In this part of the test, you will hear a question. From the 3 answer choices given, choose the one which best answers the question. Example.
Let's agree to meet at 7:30 then.
The correct answer is A. For problems 18 through 35, mark your answers on the separate answer sheet. No problems can be repeated. Please listen carefully. Do you have any questions? Number 18.
Are you going to the conference next week?
Number 19.
Have you thought about my proposal?
Number 20.
Do you want to join me for a bite to eat?
Number 21.
Is there a reason why Catherine left so early?
Number 22.
Are you up to a trip to the shops after work?
Number 23.
I'll be giving that lecture I was telling you about, if you want to come.
Number 24.
Is Mary leaving so soon?
Number 25.
Have you tried that new restaurant across the street?
Number 26.
Are Jane and Kathy coming to the baby shower as well?
Number 27.
Have you seen my keys? I was sure I'd left them on my desk.
Number 28.
I can't make my mind up between these two shirts.
Number 29.
Did you take the dog for a walk around the park this morning?
Number 30.
Can you think of anywhere new to go on vacation this year?
Number 31.
Is there anyone else that wants to go to the museum tomorrow afternoon?
Number 32.
Is Professor Andrews angry at me for missing the deadline again?
Number 33.
When will you let me drive the car again?
Number 34.
I can't let you carry all those heavy bags on your own.
Number 35.
How about some more wine to go with the food?
End of Part 2. Part 3. In this part, you will hear 3 short segments from a radio program. The program is called Learning from the Experts. You will hear what 2 different radio guests have to say about 3 different topics. Each talk lasts about 2 minutes. As you listen, you may want to take notes to help you remember information given in the talk. Write your notes in this test booklet. After each talk, you will be asked some questions about what was said. From the 3 answer choices given, you should choose the one which best answers the question according to the information you heard. Remember, no problems can be repeated. For problems 36 through 50, mark your answers on the separate answer sheet. Do you have any questions? Segment 1. It is sometimes said that laughter makes the world go round. But what makes us laugh? Paul Austin has been looking at some new research.
So there are these 2 muffins baking in an oven. One of them yells, "Wow, it's hot in here." And the other muffin replies, "Holy cow, a talking muffin." Did that alleged joke make you laugh? Perhaps not. But under different circumstances, you would be chuckling softly, maybe giggling, possibly guffawing. The results are just in on a laboratory test of the muffin joke. Laughter, a topic that stymied philosophers for 2,000 years, is finally yielding to science. Rachel Moore reports.
Researchers have scanned brains and tickled babies, chimpanzees, and rats in an effort to discover the roots of what makes us laugh. They've discovered something that eluded Plato, Kant, Freud, and the many theorists who have tried to explain laughter based on the mistaken premise that they're explaining humor. But most laughter has little to do with humor. It's an instinctual survival tool for social animals, not an intellectual response to wit. It's not about getting the joke, it's about getting along.
Researchers went out into city sidewalks, cafes, malls, and carefully observed thousands of laugh episodes. They found that 80% to 90% of them came after non-humorous lines like, "I know," or "I'll see you guys later." They also found that most women did more laughing than their male interlocutors, using the laughs as a punctuation between sentences.
Human laughter probably evolved from the rhythmic sound made by primates when they tickle and chase one another while playing. It could be that the brain has ancient wiring to produce laughter so that young animals learn to play with one another. The laughter stimulates euphoria circuits in the brain and also reassures the other animals that they're playing, not fighting. Primal laughter may have evolved as a signaling device to highlight readiness for friendly interaction. Sophisticated social animals, such as mammals, need an emotionally positive mechanism to help create social brains and to weave organisms effectively into the social fabric.
Laughter can be used cruelly to reinforce a group's solidarity and pride by mocking deviants and insulting outsiders, but mainly it's a subtle social lubricant. It's a way to make friends and also make clear who belongs where in the status hierarchy. In experiments, scientists found that those lower down in the hierarchy appear to be primed to laugh at the jokes of their superiors, even when their superior was not aware of it, while the reverse was much less seldom the case.
Number 36. What does the speaker say about how humorous the muffin joke is? Number 37. What error does the speaker say was made by Plato and Kant? Number 38. What did researchers discover about laughter in social situations? Number 39. What is laughter used to display between primates? Number 40. What is the role of laughter in society? Segment 2. Since the development of new technologies and techniques made possible the decoding of the human genome, scientists have been researching what our DNA can tell us about our past evolution. Martin Graves reports on some recent developments.
A surprisingly recent instance of human evolution has been detected among the peoples of East Africa. It is the ability to digest milk in adulthood, conferred by genetic changes that occurred as recently as 3,000 years ago. The finding is a striking example of a cultural practice, the raising of dairy cattle, feeding back into the human genome. It also seems to be one of the first instances of convergent human evolution to be documented at the genetic level, which refers to two or more populations acquiring the same trait independently. Kelly Peters reports.
Throughout most of human history, the ability to digest lactose, the principal sugar of milk, has been switched off after babyhood because there is no further need for the lactose enzyme that breaks the sugar apart. But when cattle were domesticated and people started to consume their milk, natural selection would have favored anyone with a mutation that kept the lactose gene switched on. Such a mutation is known to have arisen among early cattle-raising people some 5,000 to 6,000 years ago in north-central Europe. Adults with a persistently active lactose gene have no problem digesting milk and are said to be lactose tolerant.
Geneticists wondered if the lactose tolerance mutation in Europeans had arisen among pastoral peoples elsewhere. But it seemed to be largely absent from Africa, even though pastoral peoples there generally have some degree of tolerance. After testing 43 ethnic groups of East Africa, 3 new mutations were found, all independent of each other and of the European mutation, which keep the lactose gene permanently switched on.
The principal mutation, found among Nilo-Saharian-speaking ethnic groups of Kenya and Tanzania, arose 2,700 to 6,800 years ago. This fits well with archaeological evidence suggesting that pastoral peoples from the north reached northern Kenya about 4,500 years ago and southern Kenya and Tanzania 3,300 years ago. 2 other mutations were found among the Beja people of northeastern Sudan and tribes of the same language family in northern Kenya.
Genetic evidence shows that the mutations conferred an enormous selective advantage on their owners, enabling them to leave almost 10 times as many descendants as people without them. The survival advantage was so powerful, perhaps because those with the mutations gained extra energy from lactose. The new findings are exciting because they show the speed with which a genetic mutation can be favored under conditions of strong natural selection, demonstrating the possible rate of evolutionary change in humans.
Number 41. What does the speaker mean by convergent human evolution? Number 42. What characterizes people who are described as lactose tolerant? Number 43. What did geneticists discover concerning the lactose mutation in Africa? Number 44. Where does the speaker say the oldest example of lactose tolerance occurred? Number 45. What does the speaker say is significant about the new findings? Segment 3.
If you spend any time in the countryside, you'll no doubt have noticed how successful the ant is as a species. But how do so many ants live together in such harmony? Gene Fowlers has been looking at some new studies.
If you have ever observed ants marching in and out of a nest, you might have been reminded of a highway buzzing with traffic. However, Americans spend 3.7 billion hours a year in congested traffic, but you will never see ants stuck in gridlock. Army ants are particularly good at moving in swarms. If they have to travel over a depression in the ground, they erect bridges with their living bodies so that they can proceed as quickly as possible. The reason may be that the ants have had a lot more time to adapt to living in large groups. John Miller reports.
By studying army ants, scientists are starting to discover simple rules that allow swarms to work so well. Those rules allow thousands of relatively simple animals to form a collective brain able to make decisions and move like a single organism. Deciphering those rules is a big challenge, however, because the behavior of swarms emerges unpredictably from the actions of thousands or millions of individuals.
Understanding how animals swarm and why they do are two separate questions. In some species, animals may swarm so that the entire group enjoys an evolutionary benefit. All the army ants in a colony, for example, belong to the same family. So, if individuals cooperate, their shared genes associated with swarming will become more common.
To get a sense of swarms, scientists built computer models of virtual swarms. Each model contains thousands of individual agents, which can be programmed to follow a few simple rules: to stay with the group and to move in a desired direction. The scientists found that just a few leaders can guide a swarm effectively. They do not even need to send any special signals to the animals around them. They create a bias in the swarm's movement that steers it in a particular direction.
Two leaders may try to pull a swarm in opposite directions, and yet the swarm holds together. In the model, the swarm was able to decide which leaders to follow. As the difference of opinion between the informed individuals was increased, the group would spontaneously come to a consensus and move in the direction chosen by the majority. They can make these decisions without mathematics, without even recognizing each other or knowing that a decision has been made. The scientists have been finding support for this model in real groups of animals, even in mediocre swarmers, humans.
Number 46. Why are ants better at traveling in large numbers than humans? Number 47. What makes it difficult to understand how swarms work? Number 48. What does the speaker say has helped colonies of army ants to develop particular genetic characteristics? Number 49. What did the computer models of swarms show? Number 50. What does the speaker imply about human beings? End of part 3. End of the listening test.